So today we're going to try to go as...
Friends, we are back to the trailhead where we came out to the road to the Front Royal, and we're about to get back on trail. I took a 0 yesterday for my foot and ended up with new shoes after talking to my doctor and physical therapist, so we're going to give that a try. Live Frogger again. Front Royal was a great town for me. I ate well, the hostel was great, and yeah, so hopefully after 48 hours of a hard stop, I'm hoping that my foot will do better today. So I did go to the urgent care, which sent me to the main urgent care. Valley Transit picked me up. It was a free ride just at the right time. They did an x-ray, no fracture. So it's soft tissue stuff above my big toe. And so the recommendation was to go ahead and do 48 hours of hard stop. And now I'm supposed to take it slow. So we're gonna do maybe 5 miles to the first shelter or possibly 10 to the second shelter. This section of trail is supposed to be relatively easy, nothing really terribly incline wise. So I'm just gonna listen to the foot real carefully and try to continue recovering. In order to help me hike slower, for food I brought a loaf of bread and some pepita seeds. And so I wanted to slow down and make myself do some foraging. So this is greenbrier. Take a look at the shape of the leaves and look how pliable they are when they're young, at least. They have these tendrils to grasp onto things, and these little pokey things, they bend easy side to side, but if you go straight down on them, they'll hurt. They're very nutritious and they have a lot of protein. So I'm going to get a bunch of these for my first sandwich. These are wild geraniums. They're in the rose family, so you can eat the flowers and the leaves. I'm going to add some to my sandwich. I'm going to put a few of these in my water to kind of flavor it a little bit. This one is the garlic mustard. It's invasive, so everybody wants you to eat those, get rid of them. So I added some of those to my foraging bag. Alright, since we're on the slow plan today, figured I may as well take advantage of this nice sitting rock. Check out this sign. We have 2 miles to go to the first shelter option for the day. And then it looks like 2.8 after that is a highway. We could walk down the road to a gas station and get some stuff if we wanted. Otherwise, it's 5.5 to the second shelter from the first one. We will see how we're doing at the first one before heading out. Made it to the 5-mile shelter, and is it nice? Huge deck, nice reclining sitting chair, a covered picnic table, privy down there, a horseshoe game. This is the mishap versus mishap horseshoe game. Mishap number 1. Look at that! Mishap number 2. Whoa! Mishap number 1. Nope. Mishap number 2. Mishap number 2 takes it with a ringer and gets another point, it looks like. Let's check it out. Mishap number 2 got the ringer, and look at that. That's a point. So that's 2, 3, I think. And mishap number 1. Look at that. Should we give it to mishap number 1? I guess so. Okay, we're stopping for kind of like I don't know, a late lunch or something. We have garlic mustard, wild geranium with flowers, and then these are the greenbriers, wild chives, A bunch more in here. Then we put some greens on the bread. Adding in some pepita seeds. Then enjoy. That's really good. Okay, so it's been really relaxing here. I think I've been here maybe almost an hour now. Feeling pretty good. The next shelter is only 5.5 up, and we've got a lot of daylight left, so I'm gonna go for it. And then tomorrow it looks like there's a shelter about 13-ish miles up, which I think might be a good target for tomorrow, just a little bit more than today, but not too much. It's 5:30. We actually have 2.5 miles to go to the shelter. So I guess that'll be actually probably closer to 7, 6:37. I guess I got my times mixed up earlier. Made it to the shelter. Talked with the people that were camping out here, and we decided best to put me in the corner and them together. I guess it was 10.5, 11 miles today, and good news, the foot is doing pretty good. Bad news is tonight is supposed to storm and dump like a ton of water all at once, so I'm hoping most of that'll blow over before I head out in the morning. And right now I'm going to tinker with that poncho of mine. I put some duct tape on it to try to get a strap going around the waist so it wouldn't blow up in my face when the wind blows. It could be comical the next few days. Embrace this up. Okay, it's 2:30. Made it to the second shelter, so it was 13 or 14 miles depending on which of the signs. Got here a lot faster than I was planning to, in part because I ended up not stopping anywhere like I had wanted to rest my foot. But it was really cold, it was really windy, I was wet, I was shivering, and my hands were so cold I couldn't even open my Cliff Bar. So I'm like, this is not good. So I bypassed the shelter on the way because it was 0.3. Add another over a half mile to the day. I'm like, I just want to get here, get warmed up, get dry, make plans. So sorry I didn't do much video on the trail, but it was pretty miserable. Trails were flooded, windy and cold. The poncho, look at that, did its job. It covered the backpack, so I think it's dry. It kept most of the rain off of me. A special cord that goes from the front to the back, I think, kept this on even though there was a lot of wind. And this thing kept it stuck close to me for most of the time, and then it finally whipped off. All right, more later. Check it out. It's dry. The pack is dry. My crazy poncho plan worked. Very exciting. Makes me happy. It's 5:30. I've been here several hours now. I have regained my core temperature. I'm feeling comfortable now. Have use of my thumbs again, which is helpful. Have plenty of water, all filtered. I have eaten. I'm going to do second supper here in just a little bit. And have things drying, hopefully. And then, if not, tomorrow I'm only planning to go about 10 miles to Bear's Den. I guess it's the ATC giant shelter, and I'll probably stay there for the night, and that way I can dry things out and take a shower, and I think they have resupply food there. Hopefully just enough to get me to Harper's Ferry. So if I do that tomorrow, that will be 3 days of 10 to 13-ish miles, which is about half of what I had been doing. So I think that counts as rest after my 48 hard stop. Hopefully after that I can resume going more full speed again. I have to see how the body does, but the terrain's supposed to get really easy after Harper's Ferry anyway. Almost 7 o'clock. Gonna have second supper and brush my teeth and go to bed. The good news, talked to Bear's Den staff tonight. That is the ATC huge hostel coming up. And sounds like there's plenty of openings. I can get there whenever tomorrow. So if I can get out of here at 8, I could probably be there by noonish. It's about 10 miles away. And then you get a pizza, ice cream, and pancake breakfast. All of that's included. And they have a store. You can get a few things to get you to Harper's Ferry. And then I asked them about this organic farm spiritual community group. Said they're really cool. They'll come and get you off the trail and keep you there for the night. And they do a lot of good healthy food. So I think I'll do that the next night because I won't make it all the way to Harper's Ferry. That'll be fun. And then I guess Monday we go into Harper's Ferry. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Had some help from Mark today with the ongoing poncho drama. I found a little emergency one, so I'm using it like chainmail underneath to block the wind off of me. We left Bear's Den at 8 o'clock, and I've got to get 14 miles to get picked up by the Stony Ridge Organic Farm. It's also the home of the 12 Tribes, a religious group that I guess farms there and does like a hostel type thing. I'm hoping to stay there tonight to take in that whole experience. And we have rain today, and as you saw earlier, I'm trying out my new double poncho plan. The purpose of that inner poncho is really to keep the water and the wind off of me. It's solid down the sides, whereas the outer poncho is not. Anyway, getting better about getting the outer poncho on. I don't know how this is going to work, but it was just an idea, and I was hoping it would also keep my shirt and my shorts drier. It's weird to think you could literally choose just to be done at any time, every so many miles you cross a road. So that means I am choosing to experience this day in and day out. What was I thinking? No rain, no pain, no mane. Well, I want mane, so I've been living through that foot pain, which is doing better today, and living through rain today. Woo! Let's keep this hike going. Check it out, friends. We made it through the roller coaster. If you'd like to go again, it's your turn to hike it, because I'm moving on. Okay, that was embarrassing and scary. At this corner, I thought, oh, this would be a great place to step off and pee. And I turned around to come back. I couldn't find the trail. I ended up having a GPS, and it was really weird. We came down a pretty steep trail off our main AT trail to this hiker cabin. It's actually apparently free for thru hikers. Just wanted to show you. Pretty cool. I was actually hoping just to have a dry place to sit down and eat and drink, go to the bathroom, empty my shoe of debris, and hopefully get some water before getting out in the rain. And then we have about 6 miles to go. So at the 12 Tribes store, I got the sourdough bread, these really good looking energy bars, all natural stuff, and I got a couple of these cookies. Oh, it's just all really good. And then they gave us this fruit and stuff for hospitality. And here's the room. For those of you that know Blue Cap Hiker, he's right over there. So I have to say, the people here have been amazingly friendly, hospitable, caring, and it's a neat community. We went to their gathering tonight, and basically they sing some songs. They had some cool little dances they did, and a lot of sharing about gratitude and stuff like that. And then everybody walked up to the communal kitchen and had a nice dinner together and a lot of conversation. Just really cool, really cool.